feel like this is a lot of chip for a little guacamole, but I appreciate the fact that this guacamole is plant-based. And there's no mango, so bear's good. It's not like Epcot guacamole where they put mango on it.
Yeah. James is a unique. James
Oh.
is a unique kind of wealthy guy.
Oh.
Usually wealthy guys
Oh.
don't take this.
This is unique guacamole. This is not like your typical Epcot guacamole. This has a lot of flavor to it. I have an explosive amount of lime, avocado, spice, tang, sweet, sour. It's all just like hitting in different times. This is an amazing guacamole. I'm gonna give this 4 out of 5 avocados.
You and I make financially.
Feel so generous with that second chip and on the guac. That is my second guac today. I did go to Mexico earlier, outside of the pavilion, and had some guac with the mangoes. It's okay. It was literally okay. That is 3 times better easily. I would say 4.5 guacamoles. Great avocados in there. I'm into it.
We have this love and love relationship with Three Bridges where I don't think we've ever got anything in here we've hated, and we keep coming back, and you guys don't stop us. So here we are yet again. This time we have the guac. It looks a little bit different. I'm curious to the seasoning on top, but let's find out.
I think it's tahini.
It's definitely tahini.
I was thinking that or chili oil.
That with a strong lime on top of the guac. Ooh. Some restaurants make guacamole, and then there's Three Bridges that makes art. I'm sorry, I'll make the rules. Maybe I do. Either way, 4.5 out of 5 plus.
Oh my god, that guac is so amazing. I got the Espumoso Punch. It's very fruity. It tastes like a nice carbonated fruit punch. I would give it 3 out of 5 Capri Suns.
The Espumoso Punch. Stuck on my lips there. I had to get 2 sips. That's good though. It's like almost a house wine sangria. Refreshing punch, not too heavy at all. Into it. I would give it maybe 3.5 out of sangrias there. Cheers.
So it's Espumoso Punch. The princess loves ordering this. When you come here, the waiter actually gave her the option of the normal way, which would be frozen or on the rocks. He prefers on the rocks. Let's see if he's right.
On the rocks is better than frozen.
Cheater! What are you doing? You're drinking
on
my
the rocks
drink.
is better than frozen, I will admit.
When I was 6, this is what I imagined Hawaiian Punch as an adult would taste like. On the rocks is definitely superior. 5 out of 5 plus.
When I was like for
The Burbon Breeze.
30 seconds, I was jealous of Jeff when he got his first job, and I got my first job at the same time.
Easy, breezy,
He was a carpenter,
beautiful
I was an engineer.
bourbon drink.
And for a second, I was
It's
jealous,
got a
and I
nice like
thought,
ginger bite to it.
You know,
I'm not mad at it.
maybe
I would give it maybe a 2.5 out of 5 gingers.
Well, ladies first, well, don't they? I have the Burbon Breeze. Ooh, I'm not a ginger beer person, but I actually am into this. You can taste the cranberry pretty well in that. Nice, sweet, not too heavy. It's almost like a light bourbon soda. I'd probably give it like 4 out of 5 bourbons. Pretty into it. It's refreshing without being too hot at the end of the day. I'm into that, especially in this full onesie.
here we are on day 2 of Sailor to the Moon, Never Steer Me Wrong the drink. So I ordered this without knowing what was in it. It's a Burbon Breeze. So I'm assuming that it's like a Bay Breeze, but with bourbon. Let's see how they do. Bourbon soda is not a bad description. It feels like dipping in a pool of bourbon and then like jumping out like one of those commercials. That's about where I'm at right now. 4 out of 5 plus.
They're still around for sure.
My goal is to just
Pan con tomate, we've had it a few times. Still looks better than Catal because this is a Catal hate channel. Yes, queen. Not as good as Jaleo. Not as good as Toledo. But number 3. I would give it 3 out of 5 tomatoes. So cute.
I didn't get the Jaleo ones, so I'm excited to see what these are all about. Very fresh tomatoes, slightly sweet. I like the balance of like the garlic, the spices in it. I don't know the Jaleo ones, but I'd probably give it like 3.5 out of 5 tomatoes. We'll eat again.
I feel like it's a little peppery. Just a little peppery.
It's not too bad at all, but yeah, I don't know the other ones.
I really want to know how many of these Spanish-inspired restaurants are going to serve me tomato sauce on bread before somebody takes the crown as king. The char on the bread, at least. As much as we rave about this bread, I don't know why we don't do it at home. It's not difficult. And it would probably, I'm not going to say we'd make it better. I would say, given the ones we've had so far, Jaleo's definitely the best we've had so far. The bread, while crispy and like sort of charred on the outside, is really soft on the inside, which with the tomato and the texture, I don't know if I'm in love with it, and the tomato just isn't as bright as we come to expect from this basically tomato on bread. I give it 3 out of 5 plus.
So this is the corn dish that we have had multiple times, especially in our Sangre University video. The mixture in here seems to have changed slightly. There's some extra veggies and whatnot. You can see in here some coloration that was not there before. Maybe some tahini on top as well. More flavorful than before. Definitely peppers and stuff added. An improvement from the last one. I'm gonna give this 4.5 out of 5 corns. The kernels be popping.
Off the cob. So excited for this. Normally I am not a corn off the cob person. I'm normally only an on the cob, but all of this looks amazing. And I do love a tahini on a drink, on a chip, on a food, anything. And it does look beautiful on this chip. Full of the elote earlier that I had in Mexico. Much more flavor. I think tahini might be involved. I enjoy it quite much. 4.5 corns out of corns. Pretty corny.
This is one of those dishes that always feels like coming home. We have eaten at a lot of restaurants. Over 800 videos, reviews we've done since starting this YouTube channel. This is one of the few dishes, I would say this and Sanaa's bread service is something that we order every single time we come. without fail. So as flavorful as ever. Textures are great. The corn, plant-based cheese, the seasonings. It does feel like they've added some things, but they definitely have not taken away from it. It's still a solid dish. 4.5 out of 5 plus. I'm only sad that you don't get more of it, and that the plant-based meatballs are now gone. But this will take its crowning spot in its place. Wings.
Wing time. Oh my god. Szechuan Peppercorn Wings. I feel like I'm in Rick and Morty right now, which I'm all into. I guess I'll go for this top one. Meaty? Meaty boy. Sweet, tangy. I like the after kick into it. I'm gonna be weird, need a pickle just in case to see if that's with the flavor. Pretty choice with the Szechuan. Probably give it like 4 out of 5 Szechuan pickles. Pretty great. Pickles.
One thing I appreciate is a beautifully grilled wing. Like these grill marks are so perfect, they're almost drawn on the wing. And it's not often I've been able to get a good set of wings. I don't like heavily breaded wings. I like an appropriate sauced wing, and a good grilled wing will steal my heart. Let's see how this one does. Mm. 100% authentic grill marks with that smoky flavor throughout, and the sort of like sweet and tangy Szechuan on top as it accentuates that. It's a beautiful wing. I would say among the best I've had on property, especially since ESPN Zone is closed. I would give these 4.5 out of 5 plus. If it was a little bit more spicy, it would probably be my bare necessities list.
We have a vegan poke bowl. It's rice, carrots, pineapple, I think, edamame, and the sauce. So I'm gonna take some of these things, but not all of these things.
So she's like the worst person in the place. Well, women can't shit test me. That's not how that works.
Oh,
There's a book called The Compendium of Everything Men Understand About Women. Of everything men know of women. And on the first page it says they have breasts.
that sauce is
And every other page.
spicy. A little like surprising kick, and then when you add the pickled onions to it,
No, they published it.
it just kind of like enhances the spices. Makes it a little too spicy. And I didn't grab any of this pineapple over here to like cool down the spices with the sweetness. So yeah, that was my bad. The rice is a little bland. The carrots are good. The edamame is good. The pickled onions are not quite pickled enough. The sauce is delicious. I wish the rice had a little more seasoning. I would say that this dish overall is like a 2 out of 5 poke bowls. I've had some better poke bowls in like one of those like conveyor belt serving style poke bowls. Yisake is better than this. I will say that. Yes.
They have a whole vegan thing. Poke bowl, vegan style. I do love a spice, so I'm probably gonna go in on that spicy sauce.
Get it.
Since she had a nice heart attack there before. And pickled onions are one of my favorites. Come here, pickled onion. I can see why the spice was hot. That might be scorpion pepper. It's a nice kick to it. Something that I am definitely into when it comes to the heat and the spice. But as far as the rice go, that's the only flavor into it. Is just that sauce, just that spice. Even the pickled onions were lacking a lot of flavor in that. I like the crunch of everything else, but as far as like upgrade poke bowl, I'd give it like maybe a 2.5 out of a 5 pokes. I've had better vegan and non-vegan.
I'm extremely judgmental about my poke bowl. So already this dish is fighting an uphill battle. But we're going to give it a shot anyway. So it's basically just a normal poke bowl, just with no meat, which is interesting. But I never really thought how easy that would be to make vegan before. So we got the pineapple, rice, edamame, some of the sauce, healthy dose of matched carrots, and this pickled onion. Down the hatch. Okay. Pineapple. This is a dish where I feel like everybody knew the assignment, except for the rice. The rice is the weakest link. It's that science project partner that you don't want to deal with, who does none of the work and takes all the credit. It's a good bowl with a lot of flavor in it. As far as the vegetable, the rice just isn't helping the cause there. I think this dish has potential, but it's not quite there yet. 2.5 out of 5 plus. So I ordered this poke because I was curious. Why are you here? This is a Spanish-inspired resort, Spanish-style food, but I'm never gonna say no to a poke bowl. Now, see, I forgot on the princess dish to rate this sauce here, so let's see how this goes. As far as spice goes, as far as heat, I'm giving like a 2 out of 10. Not that spicy, but again, I'm dead inside, so mileage may vary. Here we have the non-plant-based bowl with these shreds of salmon on top, which looks beautiful. I was expecting cube, but this is a nice sort of different touch here. So let's just go all in on everything again. Love this grilled pineapple. Never gonna say no to that. A carrot? We got a carrot? Yeah, we got a carrot. Let's get some of this rice and edamame. Again, everybody understood the assignment with the rice. Salmon helps, and I love some fresh salmon. The rice needs something. Cilantro, I'm not really sure. It's just lacking. Even with the sauce, it's not making up for the rice. 3 out of 5 plus.